Good morning, everybody. Hey, it's a beautiful day. Yesterday was Easter. I want to hear from you. I want to hear about what you had going on this Easter season, 2020. Right now, it's 10:25 on a Monday, April the 13th, and there's a lot of different things going on in the world, and I'm excited to talk about all of them. I want to hear from you. Go ahead and share this video out. Let me know, what do you have going on today? I have a really cool day planned so far. I got my good friend Anthony Macaluso, who is going to not necessarily be in studio, but he's going to be coming live from his house in Santa Fe, Texas. Anthony is a man that's been on KHEA a lot of times, multiple times in the past. He has a lot going on, and I want to find out what life in quarantine, life in as a business owner looks like for him. He is in multiple different businesses, so I'm going to go ahead and bring him in now, but let me know what you got going on today, and let me go ahead and intro the FM audience. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. My name is Gardy. It is 10:26 on a Monday. Yesterday was Easter. Today is April the 13th, and I'm excited to come to you live from Lamarck, Texas, where I'm going to be talking to my good friend Anthony Macaluso, and he is in Santa Fe. So let's see what's going on. Anthony, what's up, man? How you doing?
What is up? How are you?
I'm doing really, really good today, and I want to know, there's a lot of people listening on 99.5 FM, and maybe they can't see you, but
yes,
the people that are on Facebook can actually get a good view of you. What do you have on your shoulder? That looks pretty impressive.
Oh, this little thing?
Yeah, what is it?
So if your fans listen, which I know they do, we were on I don't know when it was, a year ago it seems like.
Yeah.
And Chevy was complaining about his wrestling belt and how I bought it from him and wouldn't give it back to him and blah, blah, blah. Well, this is the wrestling belt. Chevy, here it is, buddy.
Man, that looks good. I would love to have that. I don't know anything about it. So what's the history with that belt? Like, what era is it?
This is the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. It's the Attitude Era belt. It's just cool, one of their iconic ones. But I have it because my good old best buddy, Chevy. And I love him. So I just wanted to make sure he knew that it was still safe and ready to go.
It looks shiny and polished, like you've been taking care of it.
Every day.
That's good.
Every day. You've got to keep the belts clean.
Yeah. So you're a business owner. Can you let me know what you have going on? Like, I know you have multiple businesses, and you might have started a new one since this lockdown has been in place.
Thinking about starting a daycare. Yeah. Not really. That is awful. Business is, it's been really weird. The bounce house business has obviously went way down. We're getting a few rentals here and there for just families. They're just, for their kids because they're bored, which makes sense. The firearms business is booming, no pun intended, because people are scared, people are nervous, they don't know what to expect, which makes sense. And the real estate business is still doing well. I can't complain on that either. The market, last week's report, the market was up still from the following week and from the following year. So there's no really no lag. Interest rates are kind of going crazy again, going high, and it's just getting harder to loan to people. But it's still working. So
the real estate business compared to last year is about the same?
We're up a little bit, yeah.
Up.
Yeah.
And that's considered an essential business. The real estate, 100%.
Yeah, real estate is considered essential. However, we still take crazy precautions. I've got a few houses on the market right now. One of them out in LaPorte. We're not allowing anybody in, so we did a virtual tour of it, and we just can't have people in just because there's somebody that in the home that could be compromised. It could be really fatal. And then we have another one out in the Friendswood.
Okay.
No, yeah, Pearland. It's Houston, but it's like right on the border of Pearland. But we just started allowing people in their house. They have some young kids, but beautiful houses. It's just we have to make sure everybody's safe when they go into them. So we're making sanitize, and there's all kinds of things going on.
Yeah, I saw a walkthrough video that you did on a house.
Yes.
Yeah, is that something that I guess people in real estate are starting to do more, so people can get eyes on it without having to leave their home?
Just a virtual tour. So you pretty much do step by step. Actually, Chevy did that video for me, and he's got another one coming up this week too for me.
Okay.
But Kingston DeVille Photography, if you need him. But he, you just walk through the door and act like you're just going to every room, and you just show every room every step of the way, so they can kind of get the flow of the house. It's different. It's thinking outside the box, but it's working.
Yeah, you kind of have to be, on your toes, thinking outside the box, like you said. During this time, if you want to stay, keeping business going.
Yeah.
How have you been looking for inspiration, from others, or just like listening to feedback, or what have you been doing to try and stay ahead of the curve?
I read nonstop, different blogs, different reports. I watch reports like crazy just to see what other people are doing that's actually working. But I'm very fortunate. Most of my clientele is referral based, so I do go out and I still market myself and all that, but I still have a really good clientele base, and I'm very thankful. And I talk to them on a regular basis. Most of my clients who I had no idea who they were before have all become family and friends to me.
Mm-hmm.
We may have a little kid about to walk in the door.
Bring them on in. Let's do this. Hey, what about the gun vault? So that's your newest business, the gun vault.
Yep. That's been really busy. I was telling my partners a few days ago, because they all one lives out by Louisiana, and the other they're just scattered. There's 4 of us, but we did right at 20,000 rounds of ammo in 2 days.
How long would it take you to shoot all that if you just started, if you were at the gun range? How long would it take you to shoot that much?
Depends what you have to shoot it with. Some can go really quick. Some can take some time.
Yeah.
But it was cool. It was eye-opening, because at that point, everybody was just running out of things. It slowed down a little bit. I think people are less scared because they're showing numbers, it seems like, with the virus are they're not slowing down by far, but I don't think they're rising as fast as they were. I know New York yesterday said that they are now having more people recover than they are having admitted, so that's good.
It's crazy. It depends on where you get your information from, because you can take that same piece of information and paint it either way to paint your agenda, which is,
I'm a guy with the glass half full.
Yeah.
I try to be, at least. A lot of times I worry and it seems like I'm a negative person, but I think I think too much into things. And so I try to find the positives, and that's what I read.
Yeah. That's what I like about you, Anthony. There's a lot of things I like about you, but I feel like more people could look at the glass half full, being optimistic, but also using wisdom and being smart about things.
Yeah.
So that's a good word this morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. Right now it's 10:33. We're broadcasting live from Lamarck, Texas, and we got Mr. Anthony Macaluso coming in remote from his house in Santa Fe. How has life been in Santa Fe? Are things...
I haven't left.
You haven't really left the house, have you?
No, we have been... I'm trying not to get River out. So we go and we do car rides and, try to stay busy. Obviously, we have bounce houses in the yard, so he plays in that. I did a showing Saturday. We don't really leave. We kind of just stay around here, or me and him stay around here. My wife is a nurse, so she is nonstop working. I feel bad for her, but it's her calling. She's awesome at what she does, and all the people that are doing it is amazing. So kudos to them.
How has that been? Has there been any concern with her being a nurse, being out and working, doing 100%. What she does and coming home? What have y'all been doing in handling that? How y'all been handling that?
So she changed. She usually does anyway, but she changes at work, and her clothes stay in. It's like a sealed pack. They don't leave out of that sealed pack until she's ready to go. They stay in containers and everything. And then she changes when she gets home. We're trying to take as much precaution as we can. She's obviously not going to stay in a hotel for God knows how long and not see our son. So
yeah,
we're just taking as much precaution as we can. It's scary. It really is, just to think about that at any given time you can catch it, not knowing where it came from.
Mm-hmm. In the hospital, it's one of the the cleanest places. My son and we talked about this, and I've shared a little bit on KHEA, but he was in the NICU for about 2 weeks, and that was he's a month old now, but that was like right at the beginning whenever the hospital started taking those different precautions, and just going in and out. It was a concern, and they were screening, but there's hand sanitizer at every turn of the hospital. There's places to wash your hands and just things that you can do. So I was like, okay, I know I'm good. I hope so. Just trying to be smart and everything.
It's funny because they say washing your hands is better than sanitizing.
Mm-hmm.
But sanitizing does, better than not washing or sanitizing. So
yeah,
I honestly think I've washed my hands more in the last month than I have in my entire life.
Dude, I'm the same way. I got like this, it's not a rash. I don't know what it is, but just like a dry spot from my hands just being washed a little bit too much.
It's so dry. It's nuts. And I know River hates it because every time I wash, I make him go and wash his hands, and they don't understand. Kids just are like, man, I really want to go do something, but they don't understand that, there's something out there that could be fatal, and we just have to stay at home for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my 3-year-old daughter, I've been trying to get her. It's easier to get her to wash her hands than it is my 7-year-old son, because he's kind of he's set in his ways, and I'm just like, hey, go wash your hands, and he's like, I don't want to. But
maybe later.
Yeah, he's at the age where he hears, a little bit of the TV. He can tell the precautions that are happening. My 3-year-old, she's oblivious to everything, which is good.
She has her cartoon, she's happy.
Yeah, so we try and keep them out of that.
Story, a good feeling story. Yesterday, I had a friend. And it was at like 6:30 in the morning, and I messaged him, happy Easter, blah, blah, blah. She said that her mom, there was a kid, he was 5 years old, lives next door to him. They're here in Santa Fe. And the kid was worried that the Easter bunny wouldn't be coming because of the virus. 5-year-old worried about this.
Oh, my goodness.
So my friend's mom snuck over and hid like a ton of Easter eggs before any of the family woke up so they could have it when they woke up. And she said the kid was just elated that she was able to, the Easter bunny was able to do it. But it's just sad that kids this young now are starting to realize that there is something going on.
It's different.
Yeah.
I was asking my son if he was ready to go back to school. Like, are you tired of trying to do your schoolwork at home and learn from home? He was like, no, I wish it was like this all the time. I was like, don't you miss anybody? He was like, no. Like, straight up. He's like, nah, I'm good. I was like, what? You got to be kidding me. You're either just getting like told what to do all the time, or, but there's video games and other stuff that he gets, during the day, which trying to limit that is really hard.
It is. Yeah. And I've seen a lot of parents that are just like, you know what? It is what it is right now, because we're kind of at this point to where it's either continue to argue with the kids because they don't want to do the schoolwork, or let them get the schoolwork done fast and then just let them go play or go watch TV, Seriously,
I've been bargaining with my son. If you do all of your schoolwork for the remainder of the year, it will be summer. I was like, then you can do whatever you want to. You can do whatever you want. He's not buying it.
No, not at all. They will hold off as long as they can. And we were talking actually before we went on air. I'm excited because River School, which is through Abundant Life, they started their virtual today. So we're excited to see his teachers again, and then we get to go pick up work packets this morning, so that he can start doing those. And I don't know. I am ready for him to go back to school. I think he's ready. For the first few weeks, he was asking, where's Miss Kim? And he was asking where all the teachers were. And now it's kind of like, I think he's starting to forget. So it stinks, but I think that's honestly what's happening, because we'd be like, man, do you miss your friends? No. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah. Hey, and you're fortunate you own a bounce house business. So Rockin' Rivers Bounce House and Party Supplies. Has it been a week-long party? Do you have them all set up over there at the house where he's just able to be the boss?
I only have one set up, but obviously I take him in and out every day. But, he enjoys it, but it's one of those things. He wants you to jump with him nonstop.
It's hard.
I still have work to do, and I can't, nonstop jump with him. But,
physically, it's hard.
Yeah, well, I'll be trying to do meetings or something, and be jumping up in the bounce house and a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old screaming, having fun. But it's just trying to keep some sort of normalcy is the big deal.
Yeah. My wife, she's a rock star, because she had planned all this stuff for the kids, somehow got eggs and candy. The eggs were from like last. She was like, yeah, I just keep all the eggs from the year before, and then I can just get a bag of candy. And so all that stuff was taken care of. So we were still able to have some kind of normal, like it looked like it was about to rain, and I was like, kids, wake up, come on, we got to go. And I like was throwing Easter eggs in the yard.
Yesterday.
Yeah, and it ended up being really nice.
It was supposed to rain all day yesterday, and it turned out to be, it was windy, but it was amazing. And today's beautiful, but it's cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? I walked outside to go check on the cows, and I was like, oh, wow, it's kind of cold outside.
Yeah. Living in Santa Fe with that farm life pretty much, huh?
Pretty much. Hey, I'm getting a lot done, though, with this virus going on. We finished our chicken coop. We got 12 chickens now. My wife wanted a garden, so that's finished. Some new fencing, all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah. So you own a firearm business, but is there a place out there where you can shoot your guns? Like, do you have enough land out there to shoot or a target set up?
I have enough land, but just out of courtesy, I don't do it. Because I do have neighbors around us, like in the front of us, there's some neighbors. We have a lot of land, though, but just courtesy, I'm not going to do it.
Dude, I live in League City in a neighborhood, and I feel like people are shooting out there.
They probably are. There's a lot of people that don't know the gun safety stuff. It's super scary, but you know, it is what it is. It's going to get somebody hurt, unfortunately, and that's when they learn. Mm-hmm. But you know, I don't do it. Have I done it? Yes. I actually had to a few days ago because there was an issue. There was a big old snake in my chicken coop.
Okay.
So I had to.
Did you get him?
Did
you get him?
Maybe.
What kind of gun do you use for that?
That was just a 22. Just a 22 pistol. That was very easy to get to.
Yeah. I got you. All right. Right now it's 10:41. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. My name is Gardy. Right now we have a giveaway going with Red River Cantina. Did you see that video?
That. Yes.
Have you had their fajitas yet?
I have.
They're so good, man. They are so good.
I just was debating on getting food tonight. It's super hard because nobody delivers where we're at.
No.
We had that one company.
Yes.
And I'm not sure what happened to them.
Yeah, their app is gone. I was like trying to order the other day.
Yeah. So we ordered, and then we ordered 2 or 3 times actually. We used them a lot.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, I told my wife, I was like, "Hey, let's get." We were getting something, and nobody delivers out here. And they were like, went to it, and it was gone. I was like, "Oh man, this stinks."
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Starting a new business is tough, and then keeping it going. But right now, I've seen a lot of mixed reactions towards delivery, like third-party delivery things, because people are finally realizing, or more people are using it. It's like, hey, it's like $15 extra if I use this service, but it's a convenience thing, a tip and convenience and a fee, right?
I just had this conversation with my sister-in-law. Excuse me. We use it's an app to order our groceries and stuff that delivers, and it's like $9. And she was like, "Why do you pay the extra? Why don't you just use Amazon or something?" Because Amazon takes 2 or 3 weeks sometimes to get your food and groceries, to where I will lay in bed at 11 o'clock, make a grocery list, and I'll have it at 10 o'clock the next morning.
Yeah.
I'm content just spending the $9, and then I give a good tip because it's convenience for me. I don't have to get out. I don't have to fight this stuff, and I have my groceries and everything I need. So that's pretty cool that's opened up down here since all this started. Supposedly you can get Uber Eats and all that now, but I haven't really looked into it. I like cooking too much, I guess.
Yeah. What kind of stuff do you cook, especially in quarantine?
We did like a normal traditional dinner last night, just ham and some potatoes and all that. We had a nice, good apple pie. But I cook anything. I have no problem trying to cook.
You know what stinks about? Well, there's a lot of stuff that is really not the best situation right now. But y'all were going to be having y'all second annual, feeding families for Easter. Mm-hmm. And, last year y'all did it for the first time. Can you let people know what was that y'all did last year and y'all were planning to do this year?
So we take a big box truck. It's from Santa Fe Water Services. So if you've seen their truck, it's like a UPS van. And we fill it as full as we can get with food. And then we find churches that need that need donations so families can have Easter dinner. And we had people donate money. So we would go buy gift cards and then at like HEB or something. It was just a way to kind of help people during the times. And we were really looking forward to it this year because we had a goal of 2 trucks. It'll be back next year for sure. We're not canceling at all. It's just going to be bigger and better, hopefully, and get the community behind it. Last year, Mayor Tabor was able to get the word out for us because it's hard that if people don't know you and you don't have a huge following in Santa Fe or in town, you can't really get the word out. But Jason was able to get that out, made it a huge success for us, and I know next year he'll be able to do the same.
Yeah. You know, in Santa Fe, what's the feeling? You know, Santa Fe a lot of people, you know, they have a little bit of land. You were talking about having cows and chickens and stuff, and your neighbors aren't too close. But has everybody been pretty much staying quarantined, or is there a feeling of? It seems
like it. You know, the numbers are low on what people are. You know, what cases we have here. Like I say, I don't travel out too much. I'm traveling today. I got to go buy a new computer. So I have to run up to Houston to grab it. But it seems like traffic down here is pretty light when you do get out. But it's, you know, it's Santa Fe, so there's not a ton of traffic anyway.
Yeah.
Other than when the plant's let out and then you're trying to get over the railroad tracks and you can't.
Yeah. Yeah, so it has been pretty chill, which is nice. I saw a meme the other day that said, "Hey, hurry up and finish all the construction. You know,
yes,
finish it now."
My brother's in road construction, and he lives in Georgia, and I sent that to him, and I was like, "Bro, now is the time to hurry up." He was like, "If we hurry up, then we're out of a job." I was like,
"Touche."
You know, they depend on this living just like we do.
Mm-hmm. Touche. All right, so real estate. We've already touched on that a little bit. It's kind of the same as it's been, which is really cool to see. And then we talked about the gun business. That is, you know, like booming pretty much. There's a lot of sales going on. How often do you get in, you know, inventory, and where can people find what you got?
So inventory usually was 24-hour turnaround, but I mean, it's been 2 and 3 weeks now, just because of how shipping's going. But we were signing on our new building right before all this happened. We decided to go ahead and not do it yet. Let's get through these times and see what's happening, and then we're going to revisit it. So I'm hoping by June, if everything lets up at the end of this month, by June, we'll be in a spot. But you can check us out at the Gun Vaults of Texas on Facebook, and then www.thegunvaulttx.com. So
cool.
I keep a decent stock in for, you know, a small store. I've got more stuff always coming in. I just had a good shipment last week. So we have ammo. We've got everything people are needing.
Wow.
We're fortunate. You know, I've been in the business long enough to know when things are going to start going kind of awry. So we ordered extra right before all this was going on because we could see what was happening. And I never ran out of ammo.
Really?
So, yeah, most people don't have anything, and we just continue, you know, our cycle keeps coming through.
Yeah, I saw, you know, the stock of what I'm going to say, you know, a big store had, Academy Sports and Outdoors. They have a bunch of stuff, right? And, you know, people, you know, waiting in line or, you know, getting into the store and them just being sold out because that's maybe the first place that people go. And then
it's a brand name, and people know Academy, people know Cabela's. You know, it's more than now than ever. We need people to really start supporting the smaller businesses. I'm scared to see what's going to happen in 6 months. If this stuff lasts for 6 months, what's going to happen to our small mom and pop stores? It's super scary to see. You know, the barber shops, the beauty shops, anything, these small restaurants, it's scary.
Yeah. But there's a lot of things that we can do. Well, just, you know, like you mentioned earlier, just looking at the glass half full, supporting local businesses when possible. You know, these restaurants are doing the best that they can, and
support them. Do those drive-ups, man. I'm thinking we may, since it's close, we may run up to Barcenas for dinner tonight, grab some fajitas and bring them home. But just try to support those local businesses. That's all we can do right now. I know that people are all excited because their stimulus checks are starting to hit today.
Did you get one? Is it in there? Is it in the bank or what? I saw somebody say that. I was looking at my
they
my
were
account.
saying it was. But it's just, you know, support the locals, try to help them out as much as possible. I am one of those guys that I have no problem spending an extra $5 on something. Going to the hardware store, for instance, I won't shop at, I don't shop at Lowe's or Home Depot. If I have to, I will. But I mean, we have, I can't think of the name, Galco here in Santa Fe. They've been here for 30 something years. We try to use them as much as possible because they're local. And that's what's putting tax dollars back into your town and trying to make your town better. So
that's true. Hey, is there anything else you'd like to share while you're on air today?
Man, just check us out everywhere. The Gun Vault of Texas, the Rockin' Rivers Bounce House. And if you have any housing questions or needs, give me a holler. I'd be happy to help you. I'm not your traditional realtor, obviously. So I like thinking outside of the box and trying to make things work for people.
Yeah. And you have an awesome, WWE Attitude Era Championship belt. It's like, I'm not a typical realtor. That should be in your headshot, like your realtor headshot over your shoulder. People will be like, that's the guy I want to go with. I need
some more headshots, actually, and I've been meaning to talk to Chevy. I guess this is the ideal time to do it.
Yeah.
And, we can take some outside shots.
Yeah, now's the time to catch up. And I saw Robin with Axe Masters. She was talking about like a honeydew list because their husband is building a new, like a deck in an entrance into their house, which looks really good. But they have some time because Axe Masters is not open at this time. And then today, like I was brushing my teeth and I opened like my drawer like under my sink and I was like, I should really clean this out. I got a little bit of time.
Yep. See, and I honestly have thought the same thing and I haven't done that yet. Right now, I'm trying to tackle big things. Like I got a shop in my backyard and I want to extend it 6 feet. So that's my next project. I just have to figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll get to the sinks or to the drawers.
The drawers.
One thing I do need is like my hair. You know how my hair usually is. Look at this thing.
Oh man, yeah.
Ridiculous. That's why I've got the hat on.
Somebody had made a comment about that earlier. It was like, tell him to take the hat off so we can see those beautiful locks.
I can't. I mean, I was showing a house and it was one of my buddies. I guess it was last week. It was last week. And they're like, dude, when your hair grows out, you've got a lot of gray. And it's true. I just shaved my beard down because it's even worse than my hair.
Yeah. I shared an article on KHEA maybe a couple days ago where it said that we are getting to the okay, first it was toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and I'm sure there's other things. It was like flour, stuff for baking, and they said now it's like hair dye and clippers. This is the part of the quarantine life that we are in. That's what can't stay on the shelves. Yeah,
I was reading that article. I was talking about that too because it was kind of cool because really you're starting to see these phases, what's going to be next. I guess they had the game, like card games and stuff for last week, and this week is this past week is the hair dye and all that. And it's true.
Well, we need to guess and be ahead of the curve. We need to guess so that way we have whatever it is everybody wants. Just because.
I don't know what next time's going to be. I will say that my wife, and I will not take fault for this at all, my wife cut River's hair. She cut his bangs.
Okay, just across?
God, he's a cute. Well, thank God he's a cute kid. I'll say that much.
That's awesome. I've been telling my son, Kellen, I was like, hey, I'm, just a little cut here. And he's like, no, but he ain't leaving the house. He ain't left the house, so it don't matter. He's just chilling there.
I want a haircut, but I'm like, I'll just wait and we'll see how long it gets and how bad it looks. If my hair grows up, it doesn't grow down.
Yeah.
So it's just like a big afro.
Well, that'll be exciting. That'll be exciting whenever quarantine life is over. Like the first haircut post quarantine.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy trying to get into a barber shop.
Oh,
it really is.
Business will be very good, and hopefully that'll be sooner rather than later, for the sake of all of our hairs.
I think we're on the upswing, and the way I tell people, and people are complaining, I'm like, guys, we're a day ahead. Yesterday we were a day behind. Today we're a day ahead. And we're one day closer to normalcy. So that's how you have to kind of look at it.
I like that. Hey, Anthony, thank you for hanging out today. I appreciate you, man.
Brother. It was fun, different. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Do you like this? I mean, the fact that you can be at home and kind of video in and do this interview?
It's different. I like being in the studio a lot. I'm actually having to use Zoom. I think that's the app we're on, but I'm having to use that this week because I've got 20-something hours of classes I have to take for real estate, and that's all this week, and it's all online, and I'm not looking forward to it. I was hoping it was going to be in the classroom, but they canceled that.
Yeah.
So this is actually kind of cool because we can talk back and forth. In those classes, you don't talk, and it's just boring.
Just listen.
Yep, pretty much.
All right. Hey, I appreciate you, Anthony. Have a good
All
one.
right, brother. Thank you. Everybody be safe, and God bless.
This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. All right, Facebook. Hey, y'all be blessed. Go check out Anthony and all his businesses. Go buy some stuff. Bye.
Peace.